Some time ago, I was told about a story of a single mother who was raising two young boys on her own with very little money. Instead of watching their favorite TV shows after school, she told them to only pick 3 programs a week. With the extra time, she encouraged them to read 2 books each week and afterward write about them. Because of this brother grew to be very successful, particularly the younger brother, Benjamin. He became a neurosurgeon. This story inspired me in so many ways that I wanted to read the book and learn more. Just this past summer, I heard about this book once again through a good friend, and finally over the Christmas break, I picked up Gifted Hands, the Ben Carson story. What an amazing read! If you have never heard of Dr. Ben Carson, you will want to pick up this book. It is written from his point of view as he grew up, alongside his older brother Curtis in the areas of Boston and inner city Detroit. Ben eventually becomes the director of pediatric neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins Medical Institutions at the age of 33. He takes you into the operating rooms where he saved countless lives. You'll be clinging to the family whose children are helpless until they meet Dr. Ben Carson, who is a role model of everyone who attempts the seemingly impossible. In the beginning of the book, we learn what happens to Ben's father and why he's not part of the picture. We learn how strong his mother is in the face of adversity, and she teaches Ben to be the same. She used to say, "Benny, it doesn't really matter what color you are. If you're good, you'll be recognized. Because people, even if they are prejudiced, are going to want the best. You just have to make being the best your goal in life." One of my favorite characteristics about Dr. Ben Carson is that he relies on his faith. He seems to have a daily prayer in his heart as he calls upon God and gives thanks when he receives blessings. "Thank you, God," I said as I picked it up, hardly able to believe that I had the money in my hand. This quote is from a time when he didn't even have enough money to ride the bus to church, and how he was blessed in the midst of the situation. Even the smallest acts of kindness he acknowledges. It was a great example to me of how to live a more abundant life and include God more often. Dr. Ben Carson was also very kind to everyone he met. He wanted to help all the people, no matter who they were. He reached out to everyone, cared for them when he became a doctor. It was very interesting to learn how Ben Carson became a doctor and the pathway it took him to get there. You'll be left in awe at the individual story he tells about the patients he helps and the triumphs that come. Along with the book Gifted Hand, the Ben Carson story, you can check out the DVDs of Gifted Hands starring Cuba Gooding Jr. as Dr. Ben Carson. A powerful story indeed of faith, courage, and the power to changing life. And I definitely highly recommend this book.